You are welcome to Nature Nurture Hub, where your love for plants grows into a thriving garden of knowledge and beauty. There's a moment in every gardener's journey when a single bloom feels like it's speaking directly to the heart, and the bleeding heart vine is that plant. The bleeding heart vine, also known as Clerodendrum Thomsoniae, captures attention with its soft white lantern-like calyxes and bright red petals that appear like tiny hearts emerging from delicate shells. For American gardeners, especially beginners seeking something charming, low maintenance and beautifully dramatic, this vine is a dream come true. It's fast-growing, forgiving, and unbelievably rewarding when its care is done right. Today, I'm walking you through everything you need to know about growing the bleeding heart vine, nurturing healthy roots, watering it correctly, feeding it for lush foliage, pruning it at the right time, recognizing common problems and solving them easily, so this stunning vine thrives in your garden, patio, balcony, or indoor sunlit corner. The bleeding heart vine is an evergreen tropical species that loves warmth, bright indirect light, and moderate humidity, making it perfectly suited for U.S. states like Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Hawaii, and Southern California. However, cold state gardeners can grow it indoors or in containers with equal success. As long as you provide bright filtered sunlight and protect it from frost, this vine responds with non-stop beauty. Growing this vine begins with understanding its natural rhythm. It wakes up slowly when spring warms the days, then bursts with bloom cycles that last weeks, even months. Each pair of leaves emerges like polished, deep green gems, and the vine stretches gracefully, preparing to cascade with heart-shaped petals. When we talk about this plant's heart-like blossoms, we're not exaggerating. The contrast between the snow-white calyx and crimson center is unforgettable, almost theatrical, like a soft curtain opening to reveal a glowing stage. To grow your bleeding heart vine beautifully, start with a well-draining potting mix. A blend for tropical flowering vines or a mix of peat moss, perlite, and pine bark ensures oxygen reaches the roots. These roots dislike staying wet, but love consistent moisture, so the right soil makes all the difference for beginners still learning proper watering habits. When planting outdoors, choose a space with morning sunlight and afternoon shade, or a bright partial sun location where heat is gentle but light is plentiful. Indoors, placing it near an east-facing window or a bright spot with filtered sunlight helps the vine grow full and vibrant. Mastering watering is the key to healthy roots. The bleeding heart vine likes its soil lightly moist, not soggy. Overwatering can suffocate roots, while underwatering leads to dull leaves and fewer blooms. The perfect routine is simple. Water thoroughly when the top inch of soil becomes dry, ensuring excess water flows out. In warmer U.S. states, you may water 2 to 3 times weekly during summer, while winter requires far less. If kept indoors, avoid letting it sit near heating vents or drafts because dry air stresses the plant, causing leaf edges to brown. To encourage lush growth and abundant flowers, fertilizing is essential. During the active growing season, spring through late summer, feed your bleeding heart vine every 2 weeks with a balanced liquid fertilizer or a bloom-boosting formula high in potassium. This ensures stronger stems, greener foliage, and more heart-shaped blossoms. Avoid heavy feeding in fall and winter to allow the plant to rest naturally. Pruning shapes the vine so it remains elegant rather than wild. Light pruning encourages fuller growth, especially after flowering. Snip away leggy stems, remove yellow leaves, and trim ends to guide the vine in the direction you want it to grow. Up a trellis, across a balcony, or cascading over a decorative pot. Pruning also stimulates new buds, meaning more blooms appear during the season. If branches become tangled or sparse, trimming them rejuvenates the entire plant. Even resilient plants have challenges, but solutions for bleeding heart vine problems are wonderfully simple. Yellowing leaves often signal overwatering or poor drainage. Correct this by using airy soil and adjusting watering frequency. Brown tips usually mean dry air, so misting or adding a small humidity tray helps. If growth slows, check for low light and move it to a brighter location. Pests like aphids or spider mites occasionally appear, especially indoors, but a gentle neem oil spray clears them quickly. Remember, this vine is forgiving. 1 or 2 mistakes won't harm it permanently, and it bounces back beautifully once conditions improve. As your bleeding heart vine matures, it becomes more than just a plant. It becomes a living artwork. The contrast of white and red blossoms, the soft, cascading leaves, and its ability to bloom again and again make it an emotional centerpiece in any garden. Whether you grow it in a hanging planter, a trellis pot, a shaded outdoor corner, or beside a sunny patio window, its presence brings a serene, romantic charm that feels almost magical once you give it the right soil, the right watering routine, comfortable lighting, and thoughtful feeding. This vine will reward you with blooms that appear like tiny beating hearts glowing against vibrant green foliage. Watching new buds unfold is addictive. It's like receiving a small gift from nature each week. If you're a beginner in the U.S. exploring tropical vines, the bleeding heart vine is one of the most satisfying choices you can make. It grows fast, it blooms generously, and it fills your home or garden with character and emotion. With patience, gentle care, and the tips shared today, you will create a blooming masterpiece you'll be proud to show off. Grow with confidence, nurture this living beauty, and let the bleeding heart vine remind you that nature always has a way of speaking to the heart. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.